Hi guys, it's Megan and Monica, and we are Mushrooms
in Largo, Florida.
We are going to do a video today about why we shut down our mushroom farm for the summer. So if you're a mushroom lover, a mushroom grower, or you're just interested, stay tuned.
Alright, so as you can tell by the title of the video, this is going to be all about why we closed down for the summer season this year.
Right. So we've been doing this since about 2018. We got started in the summer, so we didn't really go through the summer issues that first year. But we have for 4 years after that, and we definitely made the right decision this summer. We were very curious as to exactly how much power we're using. We set up a solar system about 2 years ago with Tesla, so it's helped a lot with the bills, but I still didn't really have an idea of how much because I couldn't separate this building from my house. So the curiosity was the main thing for me, and it was actually a lot more than I was figuring, especially with the commercial refrigerator that I found has a huge power suck, way more than I was expecting. And so even just having that information is going to save us so much money, because I was leaving it on all week long, even if I just had a couple bags of 6-pound bags of Spawn in there. I was leaving it on for that because I couldn't fit it in my fridge. So, but that was the first reason.
Alright, so as you guys know, we are located in Florida. Because of the heat during the summertime, it makes our AC system bog down, basically. We have a mini split in our main room, and then we have another unit that is pumping the air into the grow room. And between the two of those, it's just not able to get down to the temperature that we need it to get down to keep from all of the contamination happening, basically. Once you can get under a certain temperature, you know that certain bacteria, molds, whatever, they cannot survive. So with that, we ended up seeing that if we shut down for the summer, with all the markets closed, with everything else that's closed, with us having to possibly reach out to like chefs or restaurants to try to make up for the markets being closed, there was just no purpose in us even being open for the summertime.
That, I don't think people cover that enough in these mushroom farming videos, but when you're the actual owner and you're doing everything, you really underestimate the amount of time you're going to be spending on logistics or figuring out clients or keeping up with them, answering things. That is a lot. It's a huge time suck, and time is your most important thing. If you aren't able to know, your inventory, all the things that only you can do, you get lost hard.
And it all kind of stacks up, and you realize after a couple years being like, okay, I need to divvy out some of this stuff here and there, or cut some of this out. Like, that's why we sell to Life Farms. And Life Farms sells to all these markets, and then random restaurants and chefs for us. We just grow the mushrooms and we sell them, and that's it. We don't have to deal with anything else. We were trying to do too much in the beginning with all these different mushroom products and trying to do the markets ourselves, and it was just bogging us down. It's literally just the two of us, and I live about 2 hours away, so I'm only here once a week to help Megan, and I'm also pregnant now, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Easter egg.
So, and like all of it was trial and error. And in the beginning, we had these like high hopes of, it'll be years before we have employees and we can do it all ourselves. And then year by year, you see if you're trying to do everything, you're not going to get it done. Life gets in the way, and if you don't set your business up as running as a business where you have people coming in when they're supposed to, doing it when they're supposed to, it's so easy to be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then you lose the willpower, or your kid gets sick, or something comes up, or you run out of Spawn. If you're not on top of everything, again, lost at sea. And you're not getting the profits that you need, and you're going to shut down. There's so many mushroom farms over the last 2 years, huge mushroom farms, that just said, it's not worth it, I'm out. Because it's such a time suck, and if you aren't passionate, and we've said this many times, you will fail. And that's just the reality. And the reason why we're doing these videos is to give you guys the information that we wish we had in the beginning.
Yeah.
And we heard a lot of this stuff and we didn't want to hear it. We were like, we're going to use coffee, we're going to use brewer's grain, we're going to go to the markets and do it ourselves. And then when you go to a 100-degree market in Florida and you sit there at a market and you sell 10 pounds of mushrooms, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You got the tablecloth, you got all the setup, you got the tent, the weights. It's not worth it. So again, the reason why we shut down for the summer is we wanted to see how much it was costing for sure. The temperatures in Florida are ridiculous, and especially this summer, it's been, I don't know about where she is, but it's been heat advisories every day.
Every day, yeah.
So it's been hotter than any other year. I'm so glad we shut down.
Yeah, with that heat, it's like even if we do 40 bags, 30 out of the 40 bags would have contaminated. So you're not looking at much profit for all the work that you're doing if you do it over the summertime, specifically here in our grow, from our experience. I'm not saying that you can't do it. There are mushroom farms here and there that are a little bit bigger that do, but just for us, we found that this is what we had to do.
Yeah, when you're putting in all of that time and all of that physical effort and order everything from literally ordering the spawn, waiting 2 to 3 weeks for it to get there, it all adds up. So when you're putting 3/4 of what you're doing into the trash can or into the garden, basically with composting it literally just sucks the life out of you, and there's no reason to keep doing something if it's not working. And with our setup, it doesn't work. So we're getting back into it, and it's mid-August now, and we probably won't have our grow room back up for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Again, waiting for spawn, waiting for things, because even just the shipping for things is taking a lot longer nowadays, and the price for our soy hulls pretty much doubled, and that's like the cheapest place you could possibly go, to like a mill, and yeah. So
Yep.
and little things like cost analysis, it takes time. It takes so much time for you to track every bit of everything down, and when you get done sitting there for over an hour doing it, their fourth one of the season, it just everything adds up, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so if you're around the same kind of setup that we have and in a really hot place, maybe you should look at possibly shutting down for the summer and just using that time to better your business. Set up another social media account. Do one-on-ones with people that are out of the state and teach them what you're doing. There are ways that you can supplement without having to physically grow mushrooms during the summer. So that's just always an option, and you can just give yourself a break. If you shut everything down and you're not spending money, that's saying that you have something that is able to be shut down.
Yeah.
So, I know some of you guys have leases, some of you guys have big buildings and properties that you're paying taxes on, and it's just not feasible, but for us it is, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Our
we cover?
farm is in her backyard, so yeah.
Yes, we are lucky in a number of ways to where we were going to do the lease in the beginning, and then we were like, looking at the prices in the Tampa Bay area, it didn't compute, and
Yeah.
I'm glad in a number of ways, especially through COVID. I don't think we could have been able to afford to do that. So
Yeah, it probably would have shut us down, and I think, what was it, $25,000 to $30,000 initially,
yeah,
just to get everything built and done and ready, and yeah, it would have been way more than that.
in the beginning of the summer, we had kind of like an iffy area, and still I think it's still like that until mid-August, September, with the wood pellets, because we were like, are we going to be able to get them, and also the soy hulls, because in the summer in Florida, they don't have it. Like, even Tractor Supply does not have wood pellets a lot of the time, and I'm not driving up to Georgia for wood pellets. I'm just not going to do that, and I'm not paying barbecue wood prices either. That is just silly. So yeah, that was another reason, but miraculously at some point we managed to get a hold of this at double the price, but we got it. So
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
come
it.
back with some more videos, and we'll talk to you guys soon.